not going to be on here long because I was actually just about to jump in the shower. And then I was like, no, let me just talk about this now. And then once I talk about it and have the conversation, then I can go ahead and jump in the shower. Because I feel like, you know, there's something going on right now and I want to talk to you guys. So really quick, I'm just going to jump into it. If you read my caption, then you see that it says from hurt to thriving. So I had a conversation earlier today with my favorite auntie, and she was just talking about how like there's things that families go through, a lot of hidden secrets that Black families hide, a lot of trauma that we experience in the Black community, stuff that happened in our childhood that a lot of us don't want to talk about. We hide, we sweep it underneath the rug, we act like it's not happening, and then we just expect us to grow up, be adults, and then just get over it because it's not going on anymore. And that was something that I experienced. If you've watched me for enough time, a long period of time, then you would know that, oh, by the way, my name's Amber Nicole. I'm a life coach and a mentor. And I'm just raw and real, and my life is an open book. I speak about whatever experiences I've went through. I speak about it however it affected me, how I've overcame a lot of stuff that I went through in my life, and I help heal people who's gone through similar situations that I've gone through. So right now, like I said, I'm talking about a lot of pain that people go through. I'm just getting on here really quick, from hurt to thriving, because I just want to say that right now, to me, is the perfect time for a lot of us people, because a lot of us walk around as if we are okay and nothing is happening and we're fine and we've never gone through nothing in our life, or if we did go through it, now that we're not going through it anymore, that it's okay. We're fine. Like, we're good. It's not happening anymore. No, I'm not in that abusive relationship anymore, so I'm over it. No, I'm not. No, the molestation when I was little isn't happening anymore, so I'm over it. No, whatever it is, the abuse when I was little, the child abuse, my parents being drug addicts, they're not that way anymore. Now they're clean, but I went through that as my childhood. I'm over it. But what we don't realize is, well, I'm not gonna say what we don't realize. What we don't take heed to is the fact that those situations that you went through is what makes you who you are today. All of your experiences combined is what makes you who you are today. And when we go through traumatic things, as like for me dealing with being molested when I was little, when I went through that, I didn't realize how much it really affected me as a woman, how much it affected my confidence, how much it affected me just living life, the decisions I made, the low expectations I had for myself, meaning if I just had a decent enough job making $12 an hour, then in my mind, then that's a lot of money. If I'm making $15 an hour, that's a lot of money. If I just have a piece of a man, then that's okay. As long as I'm in a relationship with someone, then I'll be fine. But what I didn't realize is I had such low expectations for what I expected for myself, because I didn't have anyone coming and helping me be better. I didn't have no one talk to me. I didn't realize I was operating out of a grief-driven mindset. I had such low self-esteem that I didn't even realize the stuff that I went through in my childhood is what made me not have such high expectations for my life, because I didn't have a parent that came and said, this is what you need to do. This is how you get over. First off, this is what you went through as a child. You went through being molested. You went through being pregnant at 11 years old. You went through that traumatic situation. Then you went through an abusive relationship as an adult. But first off, the first thing of being molested and being pregnant at 11 years old, and then not talking to anyone, not getting no type of therapy, no counseling, no one talking to me and saying, hey, how does this affect your life? How did this happen? Do you feel okay? Here are some tools that's going to help you get through it. I didn't have no one do that. It was like, okay, yes, you were molested at 11. Yes, you had a child at 12 years old by the man that molested you, but now it's not happening anymore, so go ahead and get over it and just continue rolling through life as if life is just everything okay. And it's like, okay. And that's exactly what I did, because as a child, you don't really know. Fast forward, and then when I became an adult, I realized my expectations for who I was as a woman was so low. As long as I just had a man, I was okay with that. As long as I just had a job, whatever that job was, I was okay with that. Getting food stamps, not talking about anybody that's getting food stamps. I'm just saying a lot of that stuff is to help you. It's not something to live off of for the rest of your life. It's to help you to get better, because everyone is capable of doing better. You just have to go out there and do it. But my mindset was, this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to live in low income housing because that's what my mom always did, or that's what I've always seen us do. I'm supposed to get food stamps and be on state assistance for the rest of my life because I had such low expectations for myself, not realizing that I could be a millionaire. I could thrive. I could be better. It literally took me to sit down with myself, to be tired with me. I got tired of me. I said to me, listen, Amber, like, you can't keep rolling through life like this, broke, living paycheck to paycheck, struggling, trying to figure it out, and just living just on this rat race in life, trying to figure out how to get more money. And the best way to get more money is a job, not realizing that me not having the amount, not just money, but me having low self-esteem, not having confidence in myself, not getting the job that I wanted, not having such high expectations for myself for career-wise, just all of that, just being able to thrive, not having a peace of mind, all of that was tied into because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. The healing that I should have done, that I should have got at 11 years old when I went through such a traumatic situation. I didn't get the healing. I didn't get the therapy. I didn't get no one talking to me and help me through it and help me understand, why did this happen to me? This is okay. This isn't your fault. You'll be fine. I didn't get that. I got the let's sweep it underneath the rug. It's okay. We don't got to talk about it. You'll be fine. It's as if it's a normalcy, as if those types of behaviors is okay. Oh, it's okay to be abused. It's okay to be molested. It happens. That happens to a lot of families. People go through traumatic situation. It happens. But the thing about it is, no, that's not normal. And no, it's not supposed to happen. Not to anybody, not to any child, not to any adult. It's not normal. And it's situations like that. And then since people have normalized it as if it's supposed to happen, then we feel shameful of coming forth and saying anything, because we're supposed to feel like this is the type of stuff that happens. And then when you actually talk about it to maybe a few other family members and you realize, oh, it happened to them too, everybody in the family is normalizing a situation that shouldn't be normal. No, sorry, having someone have sex with you at 9, 10, and 11 years old and a grown-ass man, I'm sorry, it ain't normal. It's not something that we should be okay with. It's not something that we should sit down and keep being quiet about. So the reason why I'm getting on here and talking about it is, for one, every woman or man, because it's been through men too. If you have experienced this, for starters, I want to say sorry that you've had to experience such a thing, because I've experienced that. I want to say sorry that no one sat down with you and said to you that is not supposed to happen to you, that you need to talk to somebody, that you need to work this out, that you need a support system that's with you, that helps you get through it. Sorry for you. But second off, anybody that's been through any type of trauma, you must heal. If you do not heal, you are going to keep dragging that trauma in every situation you get in, whether that be a job, that be a relationship, that be a low mentality, low self-esteem, if that be you having low expectations of not just yourself, but low expectations of what you expect in a man. So many women don't realize that the reason why you just okay with just having a piece of a man, yeah, he ain't shit, yeah, he don't treat me right, yeah, he's sleeping with every girl around the block, yeah, he got another girl pregnant while we're together, but I'm just gonna be okay with him because at least I got a man. You don't realize that's tied into your low self-esteem and how you feel about yourself. You feel so low about yourself that you think you are not capable of having anything better. Like, there really ain't a good man out here. But really, there are a lot of good men out here, and I found that out myself. But I found that out because I realized I gotta do the healing on me. I have to build the confidence in me. I have to sit down with God and say, God, what do I need to do? Because I can't keep living paycheck to paycheck. I can't keep being in these bullshit relationships with these men that keep cheating on me, as good as I am to them, and thinking that this is okay, that men are just supposed to be cheaters because he's a man. Excuse my language, but fuck that. No, thank you. I will be with someone who treats me with respect, just like I treat him. I will be with someone who's just as loyal as I am to him. Someone who is a teammate and a partner, just like I am. And don't tell me that all the men in this world, that there ain't none like that. I refuse to believe that. But I had to do that for me. No one could come in and tell me how to do that. So my thing to you, as you can see, is From Hurt to Thriving. I put it From Hurt to Thriving because actually that's the book title of my book that I'm working on. It's From Hurt to Thriving, because I realized that I was operating from a hurt space, a low mindset of not low expectations of who I should be as a woman, no confidence in who I am. And I didn't realize how tied that was to how I made every decision in my life. I didn't realize how the childhood trauma that I went through was tied into who I became as a woman. Once I did the healing work on my own, once I got mentors and coaches and started praying and meditating and really intentionally taking time for me. No relationship. I don't want to be with no one. I'm going to be single. I'm taking this time free by myself. I'm going to take care of my children, but I don't want a man. I don't want nothing. I'm going to work on me. I'm going to figure out, why do I keep making these decisions that I keep making? Why do I keep on having these relationships that I keep having? Why am I okay with living on food stamps and low income housing and being okay with that? Like, why am I or medical assistant and not thinking that I can be better? I don't have to live on the system to survive. I can be the millionaire that I see everybody else be. Why can't I do that? I had to work on me myself. Intentionally sit down with me. I had to do that. So I challenge all of you guys, everybody here that's watching, that's been through hurt situations, that don't know how to get through it, and your family swept it underneath the rug so long, as my family does as well, as a lot of families do, has swept it underneath the rug as if it wasn't such a big deal, and that it's okay to be dealing with that type of stuff. I am challenging you, each and every one of you, to get the healing that you need for your life. And you will realize, once you heal yourself, once you become a better you, once you heal your mindset and the low expectations that you have for yourself and the lack of confidence that you have in you, and you just think that you can just have a piece of a man or a piece of a job, or $12 an hour is really any money, because it ain't. You still living paycheck to paycheck, and you don't realize that you can really actually thrive in life. It's possible. It's all about your mindset and how you think. Everything you do is tied into your healing. Everything you do is tied to your healing. So like I said, my book is going to be my book that I'm working on now is From Hurt to Thriving, because I realized that I was operating from a hurt space. I realized that a lot of stuff that went on in my family that didn't get talked about, and that those generational curses I was taking on with me throughout my life, and I decided to be a generational curse breaker. Sorry, but I'm about to plug. I have a generational curse breaker t-shirt, so go to the website AmberNicoleSpeaks.com to get that t-shirt. But I chose to be the generational curse breaker. If you see on my logos right back there, I put on there that I'm going to be a millionaire. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I guarantee it. I'm going to work my ass off to make sure that I get to that point. And I don't care that nobody in my family is doing it, because I did the healing that I was supposed to do. And now I can actually thrive, because I'm not operating from a hurt space no more. I'm operating from a peaceful space. I'm operating from, those are lessons and those are things that I went through. And now I've learned how to overcome and get through them, which is what I try to do right now with every single woman. I challenge you to speak your mind, open up and say what has happened to you. If you want to come to me, that obviously my Acuity, I'll actually put the link up there once I get done, but I'll link you to my Acuity so that you can book a coaching session with me, so that you can talk to me, and it'll just be a consultation of what your expectations is, and I will help you get through those moments where we realize that, dang, this is what you went through, but this is what you need to do going forward. And the only reason why I qualified for that, because I did it. I went through the hurt space. I went through being molested as a child and having a child at 12 years old, and being in an abusive relationship. But if you see me now and you see how great I'm doing now, how happy I am, how at peace that I'm in, even in chaos, how I can be able to be peaceful because I healed. I did the work intentionally, and I can teach you how to do that because I did that. I worked on me, intentionally took that time for me. So anybody out there, this video, like I said, was impromptu, but anybody out there, if you're operating from a hurt space and you don't realize it, if you have not really got over that trauma that you went through, no matter what it was, whether it was a parent or a relationship that you've been in, or any family member, if you're operating from that space and you need help to heal, to get over it, so you can stop picking these bullshit men that you keep picking and leave them, so you can stop operating from a space of thinking all you have to do is just be a CNA making $10 an hour or $12 an hour, and that's all you're capable of doing. No, baby, you could do much better than that. You could be making the $60, $70, $80,000 a year. You most definitely can, but it's about your mindset and what you think about yourself, and I can help you with that. So once again, like, I just got on here just so I can let you guys know that it's okay to be open. It's okay to be vulnerable, because vulnerability and being open is what makes you you. Can't nobody tell me how to be me, baby. I am who I am. I'm not going to shut up about anything that I went through. I'm not sweeping it underneath the rug no more. I'm not going to be quiet about it. And if you don't want to hear it, then guess what? Click me off and don't listen. But I'm going to keep being me. I'm going to keep dancing around, singing with my non-singing ass, but I'm still going to keep on doing it. I love me, but it took me to deal with me to get to where I am today. So I just want to be able to help and spread the love and the knowledge that I've gained for myself to each and every one of you. I hope that you guys are able to just get the healing that you need. Even if it's not me helping you guys get any type of any coach, I'm not a therapist, any type of coaching, then I do it for somebody else. Reach out to somebody local if you want to do a local. I do a lot of my stuff virtually over the phone, but reach out to someone locally. Find the help and the stuff that you need, and stop sitting down and just thinking that you are just supposed to be where you at. You get one life. One. I just lost one of my closest friends yesterday. You get one life. She's 39 years old, and never in a million years did I think that I was going to lose her so early. You get one life. If you don't decide on your own to live your life to the fullest and do every single thing you can to get everything you want out of this one life that you get, the only person you got to blame is yourself. You went through the trauma with somebody else, but it's your job to live from here on out, because now you're adults. So now you take the only accountability for yourself. All right, I'm just rambling on now. But like I said, anybody that needs any assistance, I'm going to put my Acuity at the top of the screen, so you can just reach out to me, book a session with me, get the healing that you need, guys. Stop living out of this hurt space that a lot of people are dealing with and just going through life saying, I'm okay. No, you're not. Be honest. Sit down with yourself and really admit to yourself that I'm not okay. I'm operating out of a hurt space and I really just don't know what I'm doing. Admit it first, and then find the help that you need, whether that be me or whoever else. Because when you are healed and better, that's when you do better. That's when you make better decisions. That's when you have the peace of mind that you really, really strive to have. All right? So blessings, happiness, love, and abundance to each and every one of you. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm about to get in the shower because I was just about to do that before I got on here. So you guys enjoy the rest of your night, okay? Bye.